My name is Frank Johnson.
My name is Abraham Lawrence.
And I'm Tim Goetz.
Our goal here is to describe for you the movie that is going on in our head when we read the Bible. Today is Tuesday. It's December the 12th. It's episode number?
237.
237. Yesterday, we just pretty much was catching up over the weekend, things we're doing. It is the Christmas season. Everybody's out shopping. And we are almost done with Genesis. We're in the 49th chapter this week.
Yeah, we're getting there.
So we're going to finish this up in the next couple of weeks. But we kind of want to talk a little bit about Abraham's weekend because he had a phenomenal weekend, too. He went up to a little place here in North Carolina called Bryson City, North Carolina, where the Polar Express train is. Tell us a little bit about that, Abe.
Well, it's in western North Carolina, the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad, and we've been doing it ever since AJ's been 3 years old, and it's a really fun.
10 years?
Yeah, really fun getaway for the family. I mean, if you like the mountains and if you like, the scenery and things like that, it's a place to go. It's a little quaint town, and Cherokee's about 15 minutes away if you're,
If you're a gambler?
If you're a gambler and if you're into stuff like that.
There's a casino up there.
Yeah, so it's, it's really fun. It's 40 minutes away from Tennessee. If you want to take a run down there. So it's...
So if you're in the Knoxville area, it's close by.
Yeah.
Asheville area, it's close by.
It's
you ever
really
do the
good.
Biltmore House while you're doing that thing?
No, I do not.
Have you ever been to the Biltmore House?
No, but Kelly's been there several times.
I know it's a white
but,
mansion, right? It's a white...
It's just, well, to be honest with you...
Do they allow black people
it's,
to...
it's overpriced, so I'm not interested in that at all.
It's overpriced.
It is.
How about the Oak Grove Inn? You're not eating there either, right?
But on a serious note,
Yeah,
it's a
go
really
ahead.
good... if you know anything about the movie, it's a train ride that's based on the movie, and it's really, really good. It's ageless because you see people of all ages, and it's a really, really good time. And I was fortunate this year that my daughter and her husband and my granddaughter came with us.
Oh, they joined you.
So
Fantastic.
it was incredible.
I found out that our other, I want to say like former ex, but I don't really want to think that. Logan is basically just kind of on hiatus. But I understand that Logan and his wife and his new daughter, they took their first trip up to the Polar Express this last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And you were telling me that you knew you wouldn't run into them because they would probably take the day train?
Yes.
There's a day and a night? Is there a
the
difference?
train runs from like 12 o'clock, and I think their last one, depending on what day of the week you go, is like 8:40. But to get the whole Polar Express experience, you have to go at night because the train ride as it goes through the mountains, it's illuminated, and they have different things set up, and it's more enjoyable at night. But for whatever reason, for children's bedtimes or whatever, you can't go at night, or you're just not into it at nighttime. But the best time to go is at night if you want to get the full experience.
Yeah, I just got a reminder on my phone to buy tickets. They'll be sold out here if you want tickets between now and Christmas.
By the way, already sold out for the whole year.
Yeah. So when do you get this? Did you buy them before you left for tickets for next year or what?
Oh, I bought the tickets for this train ride.
Right.
I bought in January.
So what I'm saying is, have you already bought next year's yet, or you wait till January?
January. Usually January, February, you're good.
Okay. Well, will they let you buy them a year in advance?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's already on their website because if you go on the website now, it says 2023 is sold out.
All right, there you go. So if you want to meet Abraham Lawrence and his family, what do you guys do? You normally go like the second weekend in December?
First weekend in December, we're there.
Well, you went the second this time, right?
No,
I guess it was the
It's
first.
always
I'm
the first weekend in December.
I'm thinking once again where we're at in the podcast, which is December 12th,
Yes.
but we're taping this. This is actually December 5th. So there you go.
Yeah, it was a good time.
All right. Merry Christmas, everybody. All right. We're in Genesis chapter 49. If you want to read along with us a little bit, we can get into a little bit of this today. It's a quite technical chapter. It's going to list a lot of names and a lot of blessings, but a really deep chapter, right? A lot in here.
It's very deep. And just like last week when we were talking, I find it very interesting that Joseph goes first.
Oh, you mean that Joseph and his sons are already blessed, and then he summons the rest of us?
Yes.
Well, in a way, don't you think that's practical because Joseph's sort of the leader of the free world? So it's kind of
Yeah,
like
but, you
putting
know-
the president last. What are you
Yeah,
gonna,
no, well, not really, but even just from, I haven't seen this guy in a long time.
This is
so,
true too.
You know.
And it is his firstborn
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
the woman that he really loves.
I mean, we got to think, let's just throw the whole second in charge of Pharaoh's area out
Right.
the window.
Okay.
He's been yearning for this kid.
And
you know.
like I said, he's still the firstborn of Rachel,
Yeah.
right?
This is like his heartstring, as they would say back in
Yeah.
the day. But he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna take care of them first.
Yes, he is. Jacob summoned his sons, and he said, "Assemble yourselves, that I may tell you what will befall you in the days to come." How about that?
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, you think of this as the blessing. This is he's at the end of his life. But Jacob is literally going to, by the vision of God himself, explain to his sons what they're, and really not even them, because they're literally going to be in Egypt for the rest of their lives. But their sons, their grandsons, way down the line, when y'all get back to the promised land, this is what your tribes will do. And sure enough, it's just spot on.
Yeah, and another thing that I love what Jacob does here through the Holy Spirit is he revisits things that they've done in their past.
Well, you have to.
If you forgot, let me remind you.
There's
of these
judgment
things.
always
Yes.
goes with blessing. Judgment
Amen.
always goes with blessing, and
Amen.
that's the way it works here too. So verse 2, Genesis 49, verse 2, "Gather together and hear, O sons of Jacob, and listen to Israel your father." Now, this almost sounds like Joseph might have been telling his brothers to come gather. This doesn't sound like Jacob, right?
Yeah, but here's the other thing. If I get the movie in my head, is Joseph still there to listen to this whole deal, or is he gone?
Oh, no, he actually is, because he's actually, down in verse 22, he gives Joseph his own little blessing, and his kids too. Even though he's already talked about Ephraim and Manasseh, now he actually talks a little bit about Joseph, which is so true.
Yes.
Actually, that's a cool little part of the chapter that we're going to get to at least sometime this week. So he starts off with his firstborn, number 3, Reuben. What did Reuben mean? Do you have the meanings of these kids' names like somewhere handy?
Nope, I do not. We've already been through that.
I know, but some of this is actually, and I have it like in front of me someplace, but my eyeballs are not always the
wow.
best. But
Oh, this is the time
But
when
just-
we missed the professor.
but just know that the names of the sons here are not given in birth order.
No, they're not.
Did you know that?
Yep.
Yeah. Nor in the pattern of wife and then handmaid. The order is as per the mother. That's the order that these are. There were the 6 sons of Leah, and then the 1 son of Bilhah, the 2 sons of Zilpah, and then the 1 son of Bilhah, and then the 2 sons of Rachel. That's the order that they're given in.
It's almost like a lawyer drew it up.
Oh my goodness, you
we
might
don't
be
want
right.
we don't want anybody to get offended, so let's do it this way.
They are Jewish.
That was good.
So there you go. So, but he does start with the firstborn by his first wife, Leah. And he says, Reuben, not verse 3, Reuben, you are my firstborn, my might and the beginning of my strength, preeminent in dignity and preeminent in power. Now, this is what he was supposed to be, and he should have went on to just a wonderful blessing as the firstborn. But because he's not that guy, verse 4 says, uncontrolled as water. What does it say in the King James?
Unstable.
Yeah, well, that's about right, too.
Mine says turbulent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All of that has to do with like a water type theme. And you all know that water flows wherever
Yeah.
water flows.
Yep.
It doesn't necessarily go in any particular direction. Uncontrolled as water, you shall not have preeminence. He should, but he does not have it because you went up to your father's bed and then you defiled it. He went up to my couch. So tomorrow, when we come back, we're going to address this. I'd like to go back and just read and come back a little bit to this Reuben story. Very interesting story.
Yes, it is.
So come back tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss it.